Hey guys, what's going on? This is the conservative speaking. Happy Saturday. Hope your weekend is going well. Um, if I don't sound too clear, it is because I am getting over a stuffy nose. Hopefully, it'll clear up, but we'll see. Barely trying to make it through, but I should be fine. Let's see. I know there's something that I want to do here. I'm gonna put the link in the in the comments section so you guys will be able to call into the show. Um, let's try this. Whoops. Never mind. What the? Come on. Amazing. I don't know what's going on here. 1 second, guys. I don't know why this is an issue. This really shouldn't be an issue at all. But it is. Let's see if I can share it. Maybe I can share it. Come on. Print, no. Read out loud. Probably not. Oh, here it is. Okay. Goodness. All right. Finally, finally was able to figure that out. So that's a good thing. Amazing. All right, guys. So, we're 2 minutes in. Um, I'm going to try to muster this through. Right now, I can barely breathe out of my right nostril, but I'm sorry. You know, my left from my right. I can barely breathe. Yeah, I can barely breathe out of my right nostril. I'll be fine. Um, but I don't plan on having a long broadcast. But I'm gonna muster through. Uh, if you see me putting tissue next to my nose, it's only because I feel like um a faucet is gonna it's literally gonna be coming out of my nose, and something that I really don't want um that I really don't want you guys to see. So I'll try to prevent that as much as I can. But listen, we're 4 minutes into this, so um obviously for those of you that are not familiar with the title, it states that the blacks are still dangerous. And the reason why I state that the blacks are still dangerous is simple. Hold on 1 second, guys. I want to make sure that you guys are able to see me. There we are. That's better. There we are. So obviously, as you see the title states that the blacks are still dangerous. Now, um, in my last broadcast that I placed, um, I want to say a little, maybe about a week or a couple weeks ago, I stated that um, beware of the blacks. And if you didn't check out that broadcast, you should check it out because that's really going to explain the build up or the lead up to this broadcast. Hold on a second. Oh, oh man. Sorry about that. But so the title states the blacks are still dangerous. Why did I specifically make the title for the blacks are still dangerous? Well, simple. Um, about a little over a half hour ago, it was reported that there has been yet another mass shooting committed by the blacks. Now, did they state that it was committed by the blacks? No. However, the report is coming out that 10 people were shot at a Columbiana mall in Columbia, South Carolina, and that the suspects were already apprehended. And it's believed to be I believe it's believed to be about 3 people that were involved, but yet none of their names nor their images have been released by the media. All right. Does that sound a little fishy to you? Well, it should be because the media is doing this on purpose. All right. Clearly, the perpetrators that were behind this are are people that the media to wants to hide you from, at least for now. I'm sure that their identities will come out, but the media does not want you to know that this was created or that the perpetrators were black. Why? Because the same media that has been spinning the fake news for as long as the great white hope Donald Trump was in office does not want to let you know that it was the blacks that were once again behind this mass shooting that has affected several people, because that's not the narrative that they're trying to spin. Keep in mind, remember, all right, the media wants to make you believe that only white people are capable of committing mass shootings. So the fact that the blacks were behind this, that that completely defeats their narrative. And they don't want you to know about it until later on where the story will be practically forgotten. The same way that they're trying to put away the mass shooting in the New York City subway station. I mean, the blacks are dangerous people, and they're dangerous people because once again, you have the DAs and the judges that refuse to hold these people accountable for the very actions that they're committing. And I keep telling you people that it's only going to get worse, and it will continue to get worse. All right? I told you the last time that I made uh that I made the live broadcast of the blacks committing another mass shooting. All right. The last time that I came out with the live broadcast of Beware of the Blacks, I told you that this is only going to get worse and that the blacks are going to continue to go down this destructive path until someone pulls their feet to the fire. When is it going to end? This is only the beginning. and it's only going to get worse. Amazing. It's amazing stuff, people. And you notice that this story, which was originally, which believe it or not, was broadcast on, I want to say CBS. Yes, I believe it was on CBS. Um, no, 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 not CBS. I believe it was ABC. They're the ones that originally came up with the story, but CNN hasn't picked it up. MSDNC hasn't picked it up. NBC hasn't picked it up, and because the perpetrators are not the very people that they're trying to broadcast. The perpetrators are not the very people that they are trying to cause um, a smear party on. All right, black people are dangerous for the most part. Not all, but most blacks are dangerous. And the reason why that they're dangerous is because they are they are coming from broken homes where there's very little guidance, and they're taking their anger out on the very society that is following the rules, in which they refuse to follow and abide the rules with. And because of that, they are wreaking havoc upon our very society. These blacks need to be thrown in their cages and the key being thrown away. They don't deserve to be in our society at all. None whatsoever. But you have district attorneys and you have the very judges who believe in political and being politically correct and playing identity politics and catering to these very people rather than upholding the law and holding these very people accountable for when they break the law. I mean, the police can only do but so much. The police can enforce the law, but the police are not the judge and the jury. It takes the rest of the judicial tongue twister for me. It takes the rest of the judicial system to also step up and do their jobs. And if they can't, then these very people who do not deserve to be in society wind up being thrown back in society, and they wind up committing yet the same crimes. Riddle me this. Why is it that these very blacks that commit these very violent crimes are yet granted the right to bail? Why should they be given an opportunity to go right back into the streets and commit yet the same crime and wreak more havoc and terror upon the very communities that they're living in? Why is it that they are allowed to do this? I mean, anyone that commits a violent crime, anyone that commits a violent crime should not be granted bail. Simple as that. It's that simple. Anyone that commits a violent crime, mark any violent crime that was unprovoked, should be thrown in a cage and have the key thrown away. No reason why, excuse me, no reason in the world as to why these people will be granted the opportunity to be thrusted back in the very society only to commit the very crime that they were once arrested for. This is the problem with our society. This is the problem, and this is only going to continue to get worse and worse and worse. And it's a mess that we the people will have to live in a society like this. I mean, if that's the case, then why not grant the very people the rights then to bear arms and allow themselves to freely shoot these thugs that are terrorizing their community? I don't know, but hopefully there will be some type of end to this. Um, but I will leave it here because I'll be honest with you. Ugh, um, I'm really can't hold up right now, and more than likely, I will probably continue this at a later time. But I want you guys to be safe tonight, and leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think about um about the topic. Do you believe that the blacks are still dangerous people? And what more can we do in order to keep the blacks in line? With that being said, this is D Conservative signing out. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for tuning in.